Hi, this is Harry Mack from Downtown Camera. Today we are very lucky to have Jerry Julian from the Fuji Guys to come and visit us with a couple of new toys. So here's Jerry.
Yeah, a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me. It is a little chilly. We're a little outdoors, but only because we do have to have a little bit of privacy because we do have a little bit of a new toy that I'm here to show you. So there's the long-awaited X-Pro2. So it's a weather-sealed, well-built machine. It's like the X-Pro1 as far as being a rangefinder style camera, but it has a magnesium alloy construction, a weather-sealed body versus an aluminum alloy construction that the X-Pro1 has. It's a lot more quieter too than the X-Pro1 was. Yeah. As far as the shutter goes. It's a much more silent shutter. It's a new shutter, so it goes up to 1/8,000th of a second as well.
Originally, when the X-Pro1 was announced, I thought it was a little big.
Right.
And from what I know, this thing is a little bit bigger,
yeah,
but it actually holds smaller, if that makes sense at all.
Well, yeah, it's all about balance. And then some refinements as far as ergonomics and button positions.
I actually feel it right away as soon as you hand it over to me. The grip actually holds a lot better. Yeah. There's a little knob here so that it prevents you from, I guess, changing your exposure compensation.
The knurling that you see on the dials and whatnot really help give you that nice feel in your hand when you know where your hands are, you know what buttons you're pushing and where your fingers are touching. So if you're exclusively a viewfinder shooter, you know where everything is just by touch and feel. We basically took the X100T's viewfinder and kind of converted it so that it would work with the X-Pro2. So you still have that little tiny window to do your manual focus assist. You have all the information. And the one thing that they added is that they've added this little button on the front. Okay. So that it gives you a bit of a preview depending on what focal length you want to choose.
So the couple of things that I noticed that's different from the X-Pro1 is this jog dial and the exposure compensation dial is a little bit bigger, or
well, it's expanded.
Yeah.
So first we'll talk about that little joystick on the back of the camera. So that's for your autofocus points. Okay. The pros were all over that. They wanted this little joystick on the back of the camera for their autofocus points. So we obliged. So we're able to control all 273 autofocus points. And that's significant, and 2/3 of those are phase detection. So nice, fast autofocus and accurate autofocus too.
Actually, it's very intuitive. Tell me a little bit more about the exposure. Yeah. There's this little C thing here. What is going on?
So we have ±3 right on the dial, so it's quick and easy access to get up to 3. But the custom, or C, basically expands it now so that you're able to get it up to ±5. So you have a little more expandability. And as you're doing there, it's right quick, right on the front of the control dial, right on the front of the camera.
I understand that, you know, from the outside there's some cosmetic change, but the inside is where the image happens. Yes. So tell us a little bit more about the sensor.
There's a lot going on inside.
Sensor.
Yeah, the new sensor. Yes. So it's a 24 megapixel APS-C X-Trans III sensor. So it's our 3rd generation sensor. Okay. So that's where we're getting all those phase detection autofocus points on the sensor. So of the 273, as I mentioned, 2/3 of them are phase detection. And then you have the processor, which is really critical. One thing that Fuji's really famous for is straight out of camera JPEGs. They're just stunning. The color rendition that the JPEGs produced from the processor are even more improved now with the X-Pro2, and it also helps with video too. One of our biggest challenges has always been video. We're constantly improving it, so we're going to have a better video quality as well in the camera. Still 1080p up to 60, 30, 25, 24 frames per second selectable as well.
So Jerry, are there some key accessories that one can buy for this camera?
Yeah, so we have 20 beautiful Fujinon lenses that are dedicated, of course, to the X-mount system. There's going to be an accessory metal grip. So not to center the tripod anymore. So there's one other key difference here is that you'll notice that now the tripod mount is actually centered. Yep. So before we had our grip, so for the Arca Swiss mounting plate and things like that, that will be coming as well for the X-Pro2. Okay. The accessory flashes still work. And in fact, the accessory flash that came with the XT1 will also be usable on the X-Pro2. Wow. So if you're using it as a commander or just a little bit of fill flash, despite how well it does in low light, sometimes we do need that extra little fill flash, so we're able to use that as well. Other accessories, like of course leather cases and other accessories of that nature, cable release, so that is also capable as well. Memory cards support as well.
It's the first one.
It's the first one we've ever had with 2 memory cards.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great addition. Again, the pros, this is really the culmination of all the pros telling us what we did right, what we did wrong, and making it better for them.
Yes.
So we have the 2 card slots. You can do RAW, JPEG individually on each card. The first card supports UHS-2 cards, so you get the ultimate in speed for processing the images, and then you can also do an instant backup situation. So as you're shooting, it will instantly back up to that second memory card for you. So there's different options like that.
So there we have it. Thank you very much, Jerry, for coming down to show us this beautiful piece of equipment, and you can pre-order this at downtowncamera.com. It's great to be an honorary Fuji guy today.
Thank you so much, Harry.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. Thank you very much, Jerry.